after prosecutors allege she had left him to die in the snow.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning. I'm with your f***ing niece and nephew. You f***ing pervert. You're a f***ing pervert. You are losing me right now. You're f***ing another girl sleeping next to me. You're a f***ing loser. F*** yourself.
A love story turned sinister. A respected police officer was found dead, and a woman accused of a crime that has captivated the nation.
In the Karen Reed retrial, got a look at her allegedly troubled relationship with John O'Keefe. Seen in their text messages, they revealed concerns about arguing, but a witness who had been with them says they seemed like a normal couple. It was a short day in court.
The Karen Reed and John O'Keefe murder case isn't just another courtroom drama, it's a chilling tale of love, betrayal, and unanswered questions.
Specifically, the half a dozen or so pieces state police found the night after the incident.
Do you remember what the first piece or item that you or the search team found was?
It was a piece of taillight.
Early next morning, he was found outside on the front lawn, unconscious, with several cuts, bruises, and wounds.
In this video, we'll unravel the intricate web of evidence. Before we start, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more gripping stories about crime and justice. A fateful night, the beginning of a mystery. How does a simple party night end in tragedy? On January 28, 2022, Karen Reed, a Boston area woman, and her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, attended a party at the home of fellow police officer Brian Albert. The night seemed ordinary, a casual get-together between friends. But what happened next would haunt them both, setting off a tragic chain of events. The following morning, Reed found O'Keefe's lifeless body outside Albert's house, lying in the snow. No one could have predicted what would come next. Was it an accident, a deliberate act of violence? And if so, who was behind it? These questions have haunted the case from the moment O'Keefe's body was discovered, leading to a bitter legal battle that has captivated the public's attention. The prosecution's case: did Karen Reed leave John O'Keefe to die? Was this a tragic accident or a callous act of murder? Prosecutors argue that Karen Reed deliberately ran over John O'Keefe with her SUV and left him to die in the cold. Their case rests on several key pieces of evidence: broken taillight pieces found near the crime scene, the discovery of a cocktail glass fragment near O'Keefe's body, and the damning testimony of Jennifer McCabe. McCabe, a key witness, claims that Reed confessed to her about hitting O'Keefe and later asked McCabe to research hypothermia. The prosecution believes this was Reed's attempt to cover up the severity of what she had done. But does this evidence truly paint a clear picture of what happened on that fateful night? For many, the prosecution's case raises more questions than answers. Was Reed truly capable of leaving O'Keefe to die in the cold, or is there more to this tragic story than meets the eye? The details of the case are deeply unsettling, and the twists and turns continue to raise doubts about Reed's involvement. The defense's argument: a framed woman or a shocking conspiracy. But if Reed didn't kill O'Keefe, then who did? The defense argues that Karen Reed is not the murderer, but rather the victim of the complex conspiracy to frame her. They assert that O'Keefe's death was not an accident, but rather a carefully staged scene to cover up a much darker truth. According to the defense, O'Keefe's death occurred inside Brian Albert's home during a confrontation, and his body was later moved outside to make it appear as if Reed had been involved. Complicating matters further, the defense points to the involvement of Michael Proctor, a state trooper who had been investigating the case. Proctor, who was later fired for misconduct, allegedly mishandled key pieces of evidence, casting a shadow over the integrity of the investigation. Was O'Keefe's death really the result of a tragic accident, or was there a much deeper conspiracy at play? Could Karen Reed really be innocent, caught in a web of lies and deceit? These questions remain unanswered, and the defense is adamant that Reed has been unjustly accused. Could this case be a massive miscarriage of justice? The bombshell witness: Jennifer McCabe's testimony. Jennifer McCabe's testimony is one of the most critical aspects of the prosecution's case, yet it's also one of the most controversial. McCabe claims that Reed confessed to her about hitting O'Keefe, and in her account, she claims that Reed appeared to be fully aware of the gravity of the situation, asking McCabe to look up information on hypothermia. However, this account has been met with skepticism from the defense, which argues that McCabe's statements are inconsistent. They point to contradictions between McCabe's testimony and earlier statements she made. Was McCabe telling the truth, or was she simply trying to cover up her own role in this unfolding drama? Reed herself has publicly criticized McCabe, describing her as the quarterback of an alleged plot to frame her. McCabe's role in this case has been a major point of contention, and it remains one of the most pivotal aspects of the trial. The mystery of digital evidence: a blessing or a curse? In the modern age, digital evidence plays a crucial role in most criminal cases. In this case, the prosecution has seized on a particularly controversial piece of digital evidence, a search on McCabe's phone for how long to die in cold. The prosecution claims that this search shows Reed's awareness of the severity of the situation, suggesting she knew the full extent of what happened. But is this evidence as damning as it seems? The defense argues that the timing of the search is ambiguous and doesn't necessarily point to Reed's guilt. They claim that the search could have been unrelated to the crime, raising questions about the reliability of this evidence. As the trial continues, digital evidence remains a crucial piece of the puzzle. But can this evidence truly tell us what happened that night, or is it simply adding to the confusion? The tarnished investigation, questions of misconduct. Adding another layer of complexity to the case are allegations of misconduct that have plagued the investigation. Michael Proctor, the lead investigator in O'Keefe's death, was fired for misconduct after his handling of the case came under scrutiny.
Lead investigator Trooper Michael Proctor has been fired following a 3-day police trial board review over 3 months, stemming from testimony about drinking on the job and sending inappropriate messages about defendant Karen Reed.
The defense argues that Proctor's actions compromised the investigation, potentially leading to the wrongful accusation of Karen Reed. The firing of Proctor has raised serious questions about the fairness of the investigation. Was Reed truly given a fair chance to defend herself, or was the case mishandled from the start? Could the actions of Proctor have played a role in the eventual trial and the mounting suspicion surrounding Reed? A legal battle for the ages, mistrial and retrial. The initial trial of Karen Reed ended in a mistrial, with the jury unable to reach a unanimous verdict. The retrial, which began in April 2025, is still ongoing and new evidence continues to emerge. The legal battle is far from over, and the question of whether Reed will be convicted or exonerated still hangs in the balance. The retrial has drawn even more attention to the case, with both the prosecution and the defense presenting compelling arguments. As the trial progresses, it becomes increasingly clear that this is no ordinary murder case. Every twist and turn reveals new complexities, and the outcome remains uncertain. The case continues to unfold, and with each passing day, more questions arise. Will Karen Reed be held accountable for the death of John O'Keefe, or will the truth of what happened that night come to light? The ongoing search for truth. Will justice prevail? At the heart of the Karen Reed and John O'Keefe case is one simple question. What really happened that night? Was it an accident, or was it a murder? Was Karen Reed truly responsible for O'Keefe's death, or is she the victim of a conspiracy to frame her? As the retrial continues, the search for answers intensifies. This case is about more than just one tragic death. It's about the pursuit of truth and justice. In a legal system that is supposed to be fair, can Karen Reed truly get a fair trial, or is she just another victim of a broken system? The outcome of this case will have far-reaching implications, and it will undoubtedly continue to make headlines for months, if not years, to come. Do you believe Karen Reed's side of the story, or does the evidence tell a different tale? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most compelling criminal cases. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth always finds its way to the surface. Stay curious and stay informed.